Those planning secret New Year's Eve parties tonight should think twice. Authorities have beefed up their numbers to make sure that people obey the lockdown restrictions. Let's look at the situation in Pretoria. Reporter Barry Bateman's been crisscrossing the capital streets to get the general mood while also following up on roadblocks in the area. Barry, good afternoon to you. So what's the position in Pretoria right now?
Well, Jeremy, we are on the streets of Sunnyside, which has been identified by the authorities as one of the hotspot areas that they are going to be keeping a close eye on. This is because of experiences in the past. It's one of the areas where many people come out into the streets and throw massive parties. The roads are closed. There's that many people that would gather here. Well, we know with the curfew that's going to be imposed, as well as the ban on the sale of alcohol, that that's simply not going to be happening. I mean, already today, midday on New Year's Eve, you'd often find people in the many drinking spots around here having a liquid lunch, and that's not quite the case just yet. I've seen people coming out of a butcher, which is not far from here. They've got their meat in hand, but we know that that is probably going to be enjoyed at home in a rather subdued setting. But generally, the people that I've been speaking to, while they understand that the curfew is an inconvenience, they understand the reason for it, and they're quite happy to abide by it. But there's optimism about what's going to happen in 2021, Jeremy. I spoke to some people at a roadblock I was at earlier, as well as outside Sunny Park Mall a short while ago. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Obviously, as I saw the news last night, the minister saying during the curfew, everyone must be at home and not go anywhere else. I'm just going to follow that and stay at home, celebrate with my family, and that's it. And then 2021, I hope it will be a better year. I hope this is not a sign of bad things coming, but just hopefully next year it will be much, much better. And then we can live our lives as we are used to.
Look, I think for the community in general, it's quite to our own benefit. It's just unfortunate that some of the people, including myself, we didn't have masks on. But we didn't think that driving in your own private vehicle, you should actually have it on. So, the longer...
Have you been fined?
Yes, I have.
How much?
$500.
Ouch.
Ouch. So yeah, it's one of those things.
2020 has been a difficult year. We're coming to the end. We're not even allowed to party to midnight. How are you going to see in the new year, and what are your hopes for 2021?
Look, man, I just hope that it's better than 2020. And obviously we're going to be indoors with our family. From here on, I think I learned my lesson. I'm going straight home.
We don't want to lie, dude. You know this thing, like, we agree we have lost people in these corona things and everything, but us having a New Year without alcohol is going to be a problem. Even though they're supposed to tell us, like, buy alcohol, go to drink indoors is better. Like, imagine, we already bought the candles and everything for tonight. No alcohol. What are we going to do? It's going to be a problem.
Yes, indeed, it was a very difficult year. I lost my dad during this year as a result of COVID. But I've got a lot of hope for 2021. I think things can only improve. You know, I think this COVID has to, the situation will improve eventually. And I think even in spite of COVID, I already see good signs. You know, the economy is slowly but surely recovering. We've got good leadership in the country. I think things will go well.
Barry Bateman, just a quick answer. Law enforcement tonight on the streets, what's the expectation?
Saturation, Jeremy. I think that's the single word to be able to describe it. We're going to have the SAPS working with the Metro Police, and we do understand that the South African National Defence Force will be providing those additional resources to bulk up the patrols on the streets to enforce that curfew, the liquor sales, and all the related additional measures that have been put in place.
Barry Bateman in Sunnyside in Pretoria.